You use too many senses. This is Thinking on the Box, where we explore buried thoughts. As you go through life, you'll realize that there are moments where you use too much of your senses. Sometimes you see too much, sometimes you hear too much, sometimes you smell too much. And while technically this is very subjective, at the end of the day, when it comes to those senses, you almost have to learn to shut them off depending on the situation. And what I mean by this is, whether it be physically, emotionally, or metaphorically, you have to shut off a sense to effectively, one, further your life, and two, understand the value of your life. While I'm not saying you have to lose your vision to be able to appreciate what you have, it's also a little necessary to almost turn a blind eye to certain things. And what I mean by this is, let's say you yourself are going through a tough moment in your life. You have lost someone, or you have lost something that brought you comfort. And sometimes the reality is you have to face that situation for what it is. You know, that person or that situation, that moment is gone. But at the same time, you don't have to do it right now. There are, processes of grieving, of acceptance that will happen to you, and it's normal. It's not abnormal to go through these things. And while turning a blind eye might not be the best in some cases, in others it is. It's because our senses are made to give us a whole body look of life. However, there's sometimes where mentally, physically, or even emotionally we can't process that whole body image, or we can only process bits and parts of it. So if you're gonna take anything away from this video, take the fact that sometimes you feel too much. You actually sense too much of the world. And at the end of the day, that is okay. That is the almost tangibility of life. However, this is your reminder that you have to validate those senses yourselves, regardless of what anyone else says. So walk away from this video knowing that you are normal for experiencing life to a very full and depthful degree, but you are not bound to always experiencing life in its full scope. You can choose how you want to interpret those things. So sometimes you have to give yourself time to process, and that might mean turning off a sense.